I'm Michelle Nagelschneider.
Hi, Michelle. I'm Melinda.
Nice to meet you
guys.
guys.
I'm Nick.
Nice to meet you. And Pebbles is here too.
Pebbles
right?
is right back here. Come on in.
When I walked into Nick and Melinda's apartment, I thought a serial killer lived there. Every reflective surface was covered in paper. I felt like I was in a cave, and I felt so sorry for them that they had to live in that environment with their attack cat. Just tell me what's going on with her and how everything started.
We have, as you can see, we have mirrors that go from the floor to the ceiling. And what ended up happening was as I was closing the door to the closet, she came into the room, and my only thing is I can say is she perceived another cat was moving across the room.
Right.
She started to hiss and growl and scratch. She turned and attacked me. She bit me, and this is what happened to my leg during that time. This was last week, so it's healed a little, but I've got punctures there. This was a scratch, and there was a lot of really dark bruising through that area.
Aww.
This has been really hard for me because she's been the one constant in my life for the last 8 years, you know. We got so scared Sunday night of last week that I actually called the police to see if animal control could come and take her.
Right.
Which for me was really, really hard because I knew they would consider her violent animal and they would destroy her.
So it's been hard.
Yeah, it really has been.
I know, it's so hard, but she is going to be fine.
After 9 years, this cat developed this behavior, and it was because they had just moved into a house that had floor-length mirrors, and Pebbles was not used to it, and she let us know. She's looking around. She's obviously worried that something's happening. I see this so much. You'll be fine. I do want you to stand back though. I don't want her to come after you. So, hi, sweet girl. Now she just did a lick. Okay, she's hissing right now. I wasn't afraid of Pebbles, but the cameramen were. Everything is completely covered in this apartment. You have changed your life for this cat. I'm glad I'm here because we need to get this situation under control. One of the techniques is counter conditioning, and basically we're going to replace any fearful or negative feelings that she's having about the reflection or a certain area of the home that you have already covered with something positive. And so we're going to be using food and play. So what we want to do is pair the fear trigger, which is the mirror, which is her reflection, with this toy. So it would be something like this. And we move it far away, so it's going to be it's not going to be huge and in her face like a big scary cat. But see, there we go. See?
I couldn't believe that Michelle got Pebbles to look in the handheld mirror, and I began to understand the idea of positive reinforcement where she was waving the toy at her at the same time. She didn't have a negative reaction, so I really wasn't sure that would happen. I was very pleased about that.
One other technique that we can try, right now if you showed her this, she would probably be very scared, especially if you put it up on a wall. But if you put it on the floor, she's obviously going to know, how can a cat be in the floor?
I gave them printout pictures of cats because cats do respond and recognize that it is another cat, even though it's a photo. And so by placing the photo on the floor, it's a desensitization process. It's getting the cat used to cat images where they won't think that it's a live cat.
I want you to wear pants for a while, just in case it does happen. Okay. I do. Okay.
Now I feel more confident that we're going to be able to help Pebbles with this problem that she has.
I'll be just happy to have my life back now that she's on a road to recovery.
Nick and Melinda called 911 on their cat when actually what they should have done was just called me.
Somebody call 911. Somebody call 911.
Hello, how are you? I'm Jesse.
Jesse, Michelle, nice to meet you.
Nice to finally meet you. Come on in, come on in. Since my wife has gone out of town, I basically feel like I've kind of become a playground at night for both cats. Piper waits till I pass out and then sticks her paw in my mouth or smacks me in the face. Nietzsche, he's my dive bomber of the group. He whines all night. And so I let him in so that I can get some sleep, but then he crawls up to the topmost part of anything near the bed and then just dives off onto me.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday,
this only happens when your wife is gone.
Only when she's gone. And
Okay, your cats, yeah, they're taking control of the household and having a great time. When the wife's away, the cats will play. Jesse has quite the situation. He's letting these cats control his life, and he needs to take control. This cat is doing what cats do best. You have an environment set up where your cat has absolutely nothing to do all day long. And plus, since this is happening when your wife is gone, this cat is taking advantage of you and knows that it can get away with this behavior. What we want to do, we want to create a stimulating environment in the rest of the house so the cat is up during the day and getting that release, that energy release out during the day.
Okay.
And then at nighttime, that's going to be downtime. So I'm going to give you this. This is one of the #1 cat rated toys, and we can set this in the bedroom, or again, it can be outside during the day.
Sure.
Keep the cats up and awake. So that
Okay.
way they're awake during the day and then they're sleeping at nighttime, okay? And then another great technique for cats is to hide food around the house. So we're gonna take their favorite treats and we're
Okay.
gonna have them hunt for their food in the middle of the night instead of hunting on you,
Okay.
She's already playing with the toy, so this is great.
I was just so amazed by everything Michelle was able to do and so fast. I've tried all sorts of things, it seems, to get the cats to where she got them instantly by just doing, I guess, the right things.
Now this is what a cat's supposed to do. This is what she should be doing during the day so she doesn't do this to you at nighttime. Jesse had a lot going on. Now he has the tools and he knows what to do. He just needs to do it. Hi, I'm Pilar. Pilar, nice to meet you. When I saw the look in Pilar's eyes, I've seen that look so many times before, and I know she was desperate. First off, when are you expecting?
I am due in about 3 weeks.
Tell me the story. What is happening?
Sexy, she attacks. Like, she's ferocious. I'm just scared that our kitty's gonna rip the baby's face off.
No, that's not going to happen. Things are going to be fine. First and foremost, cats are hunters. It's all about catching and killing and eating the prey. And if they miss any part of that sequence, you're going to have a very unhappy and unsatisfied cat. So you're actually going to replicate a real hunt. A bird's never going to fly towards a cat.
Right.
So we want to keep it moving away. And then a bird might do a little bit of floor, it might be a little bit of air. So you're going to replicate a hunt. And in the beginning, she's going to catch the toy, and then she's going to let it go, and then she's going to catch the toy and let it go. And over the course of the playtime, the toy's going to slowly die and lose its energy, and that's going to start building up her confidence, and she's going to learn that, oh, I can actually kill that toy. But here's the key that all owners leave out, and this is why everyone fails, is they don't feed their cat something after they're done catching the toy. You have to actually satisfy the prey drive with food. If you don't, you'll leave their prey drive hanging and unsatisfied. You'll have this attack cat in your house that really wants to sink its teeth into whatever they can. Something else that you can do to help further relax her in the home, if you've seen her walk around the home and rub her face on things, like furniture, and they're depositing a facial marking pheromone, and that facial marking pheromone relaxes cats. It chemically triggers this a part in their brain where they're feeling content and secure.
Like kitty Valium?
Kind of, yeah. That's a good way to put it. So what you can do is actually place the pheromone from the cat.
So I just wipe it from her face?
Yeah, her whisker area, the temples above her eyes.
Oh, okay.
Once you have the pheromone, then you would rub it cat face height on certain areas. And trace amounts is fine. I mean, she will smell this and she will rub her face. And just the act of facial marking lowers anxiety levels and relaxes cats.
Let's spray the whole house. With everybody saying that we should get rid of the cat, it's the last thing that we want to do. And now I feel like we can really keep her and we can have our baby here and we can be a family.